I guess I should have started that before. I don't have any of my stuff set up. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Everybody came through super early. I'm excited. Can I wear my Clem hat? Where is my Clem hat? What's going on, Clementine, opinionated brother, young savage? It's been a minute. And of course, my father, Mr. Don Coleman. What's going on, bro? What's happening, y'all? I can throw on my Clementine hat for this one. There we go. It's been a minute. I haven't worn this in a while. Okay. We're set. How are y'all doing? Welcome to this episode. Is episode 3 of Queen and A. Basically just a Q&A talking about different things happening in the gaming community as of today and like this week. Happy Friday. I'm super excited to be off work and I'm so happy it is the weekend. Turn up. I'm so excited and so happy. Like I just wanted to sleep in. So tomorrow I'm gonna sleep in, not too much, just a little bit, because I need to get my life together and get to the gym and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm just happy it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Yo, Vantis, what's up, dude? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through, y'all. I'm so excited. Everyone's here. I'm excited. So we just gonna hop into it. I'm happy that y'all are all here. We can just go ahead and get this started. So anyway, starting off, the first question is, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen what has been going on with Epic Games and Fortnite and all of the stuff surrounding like cheating, especially on PC. You know, it's hard to control cheating on PC. But so here's the story. There's a 14-year-old kid from North Carolina, and he is being sued by Epic Games on charges of cheating in Fortnite. If you haven't played Fortnite, Fortnite is a online multiplayer competitive shooter, third person, a little bit like PUBG, and I'm pretty sure if you haven't heard of Fortnite, you've heard of PUBG. It's just a shooter. You just run around and you try to be the last man standing or the last team standing. So it's that kind of game. And on PC is really easy to kind of cheat, especially, yes, baby. Okay. Go sit, have a seat. Thank you. You got the phone? You got the phone? You're good? Okay. I should have put my daughter to sleep. Yeah, I call it, what did I call it? PUBG. I don't play that game, but I play Fortnite Battle Royale, one because it's free, and I have it on my PC and I have it on Xbox. It's a pretty fun game. But anyway, on the PC is really hard. It's really easy to cheat on it. There's all types of things. So this kid was hit for using an aimbot. And Epic argues that using an aimbot or any type of cheating thing is a modification to the game's code, and that makes it where it's against the end user license agreement. And in my head, I'm just like, this baby, he's a baby, he's 14, is not reading no end user license agreement. I don't even read end user license agreements. Like, how are they gonna hit him with that? So obviously, you know, mama is not happy. So she's trying to do a counter suit saying that they have no rights to sue her child or to release his name publicly, which I think they have, because he's a minor. And the end user license agreement is void because as a minor, he doesn't have permission or parental permission to make decisions based on whatever agreement is associated with the game. So Epic says this is a response in a claim filed by this kid to remove a flag on his video. I'm not sure if it was on YouTube or some other channel, but basically he must have got a flag. Like if for example, today I use music in one of my videos on YouTube, you get like a claims flag or something going on with your video, and you either need to take it down or edit it or do whatever to it to make it comply with the agreement or the copyright or whatever. So he must have tried to counter that claim and Epic was like, okay, little boy, look, we're trying to tell you. We're trying to tell you that you are messing with some shit you shouldn't be messing with, and now we're going to stop you. So I guess my question is who is at fault for online game cheating? Is it the users, like this kid, or is it the people who create these softwares? Like, who is creating these aimbots? So yeah, basically, who's creating these aimbots? Should they be held responsible? If they can detect what aimbot or what software is being used to cheat in the game, wouldn't they be able to pin that on the people that created the software? Like, I would think that is where they would go first, especially if it's in regards to a child. How are you gonna run up on a kid? Like, I understand, I'm pretty sure the kid knew he was cheating. It's not like he didn't know, but he's still a kid. Like, you just can't go after a kid and try to sue him. Like, I think that's crazy. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Do you think they should have the right to go after this kid, or should they go after the people who created this aimbot? Or I don't know, better yet, not sue anybody at all and just understand that this is an online game and they have to be prepared for stuff like this. I don't know. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. I haven't read up on the story, but it sounds crazy to me to try to make an example out of a child of all people. Yeah, like from what I read into it, there were two people that they caught doing this. One was the 14-year-old, and they haven't released any information on the other person. I don't know if it was an adult or whatnot, but it seems like they're going super hard on this kid. I don't know if it's because the mom is like stepping in and is like, hell no, which I don't blame her, because I'd be like, not my baby. You're not coming after my baby for some shit like this. You're not going to make him an example, because it's more than just him out here doing this shit. And not that he doesn't know better. He probably understands that he was cheating, but when you're a kid, you're not thinking about no license agreement. You're not thinking about the legality of the shit. You're not thinking about how this can affect you, or if even a company can come after you like that. You're not thinking about shit like that at 14. So, I think it's unfair, in my opinion. I don't think they should be going after this kid. But yeah, so moving on. It's a whole crazy thing. I just don't even know what I would do if I was the parent in that situation. I think because I'm a parent that kind of understands the gaming and the system and stuff like that, I would be looking at my kid like, okay, what exactly are you doing to be so great at this game? If you're good at it, cool, but don't be going around cheating in a game. I remember earlier this year they banned thousands of people for cheating, so I don't see why going after a 14-year-old instead of somewhere else. Exactly. Like, this is not the first time something like this has happened. It's not like they haven't caught other people. And why not just ban this kid? What is said in the article that I read is that this person and the kid were repeat offenders. And I think the reason why they're going so hard on him is because he created a YouTube video. The YouTube video where he tried to counteract the claim. Basically, the video was tips and tricks on how to cheat in Fortnite Battle Royale. That's basically what so obviously this kid had no idea what the fuck was going on, because he was blatantly putting the cheats like up. I don't know if it was on YouTube or some other streaming service, but he was putting the cheating information on his channel or in some sort of video format. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't know it was gonna come like this. So I think that Clementine's like, cheat. I know. He's a cheater. And he was trying to share the cheats with everybody else. So I get it. I understand why they were like, okay, look, you're not understanding. We're trying to tell you that you can't do this and you're still doing it. But they need to take into account that his age, and they need to take into account that other people are doing this, and it's easy to just ban this person and continue to ban them if they don't stop. So I don't know. Let's not sue children, huh? How about we not do that? How about we come up with other ways to discipline people for cheating, especially children, because children play these games. There has to be a better way. We can't go off suing kids. They don't own anything. They don't have any money like that. So you're going after parents, and this parent probably has no idea what the hell a Fortnite is. So you're not going. A parent can't run up to a kid, especially if they don't game, and say, hey, don't do what you're doing. She probably didn't know what was going on. So you're coming after the parent. You're not coming after the kid. And if they were to win, it would be this parent that is responsible for whatever fees or money or whatever it is that they're suing for. So it just sounds crazy. Epic needs to calm the fuck down, in my opinion. Just take it as it is what it is. It's not like he stole anything. Winning, I mean, it makes the game unfair. It's people running around with all this stuff. Just keep banning these people. Don't sue a kid over some shit like this. I just think it's unfair. I just think it's crazy. It's super crazy. Anyways. All right. We are, by the way, this is Elder Scrolls Online playing in the background. I have I always call it a rogue because I'm so used to playing World of Warcraft. When I played an MMO, I was playing World of Warcraft, so I had a rogue. But this is a Nightblade. And Elder Scrolls Online is a lot of fun. I've just been kicking it and stuff. Pay $100 for a mod menu on Black Ops 2. Yes, I mean, see, they're everywhere. And I can understand if they can't track down all these companies that are creating software and aimbots and cheats and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they can't track them all down. But if they're able to detect whatever this kid was using to say that he's using an aimbot, they have some sort of information to go after those people as opposed to this 14-year-old. Gonna be a sorcerer. It's always fun playing a squishy character in these games. It sucks at the beginning because you have to make sure you're not getting hit because you don't have any type of armor, but once you get up there, it's hard to fuck with you. I don't play like mages and stuff like that. That's never been my thing. I think I made one mage in Skyrim, but I never got far with her. I play for a little bit. I think I was trying to fight a dragon, and I was like, okay, I understand that this is not the quest line for me because I can't do these dungeons and I can't fight a dragon because I'm getting destroyed. So that's where I stopped at with that. But all right, so moving forward, this is another thing. It's referencing children as well. Should video game content be regulated by the government? This is a big one because that would suck. Anything regulated by the government could be a problem. So here's the story. Attorney General of Hawaii is dealing with legal issues surrounding the Star Wars Battlefront 2 issues, the loot boxes and paywalls for major playable characters. I'm pretty sure all of you have heard all about that and have seen people displeased with the model that they're trying to push on people. So this Attorney General of Hawaii, they believe microtransactions are predatory practices and they encourage children to gamble. And the reason it encourages children to gamble is because it's random chance purchases. Kids or even just regular adults and people that play this game are paying money for a random chance to receive something good or not. Could or not. I mean, it's just like playing slots. You put in a few quarters or a penny or whatever, you pull the bar and you hope that your numbers line up or the little people, whatever those things are, line up. So the Hawaii state representative admits to his fear of government legislation of video games leading to overreach and overregulating. Whenever the government gets hands on anything, especially a private practice, they do tend to overdo the shit. So an example would be the Entertainment Software Ratings Board will have to label all games containing loot boxes as mature or a 21 plus rating, and I don't even think that's mature. Mature is 17 and up, so it would have to be a whole like other rating after mature. Is there anything after mature for video games? I don't know. I know mature is like 17 and up, but I don't know if there's anything after that, like a 21 and up. So that's just an example, and that would be a crazy reach, right? Like, okay, what has loot boxes? Overwatch has loot boxes, and it's not a game that is like bad for kids. It's it's animated. It has all these fun characters. Paladins is another one that has like loot box things, and it's nothing mature about the content outside of the fact that there are loot boxes. So that'll be a reach. I mean, it would suck. Even at the end of the day, parents still buy kids games with mature ratings. But so I don't know if that would be ignored or not. But I think what they're trying to do is CYA, cover your ass, and basically say that, hey, we're letting you know that if your kid grows up and has a gambling issue from this game, you can't turn around and say, yo, my kid has a gambling problem because of your game. No, we told you this in the rating. So I think it's more of that. And Hawaii just doesn't want children exposed to something like that can lead to a bigger problem. Vanta says there's adult, I think, but you pretty much never seen that kind of game available in stores. Yeah, I've never seen that kind of rating. So I didn't even know they exist. So yeah. Could you imagine a game like Overwatch having an adult rating just because of these loot boxes? That would be insane. So I personally think no, the government should not regulate games. That would suck. Anything they get their hands on is an overreach. So I think that I don't even think okay, so this guy, he said the ideal thing is to remove all gambling like content from video games marketed to kids. And the Hawaii state representative doesn't think a company like EA would do something like this on their own. No, I don't think that they would remove anything with a gambling type mechanics to it. I don't think loot boxes are going away. I think they've pretty much made their mark in a lot of different games, and I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they are lucrative, and companies aren't gonna give away the ability to make money. But I think that they can still make money, and it can be fair. So I think if they took away the random chance of things, if you can pay for a loot box and you know exactly what you're getting in it, even if you're not getting a like a specific, even if they're not telling you you're getting this type of weapon and this type of skin and this whatever, even if they're not telling you exactly, you should at least know, hey, I know for sure I'm going to get this level of weapon. I know for sure I'm going to get this type of rarity of skin or whatever the thing is. You should know some information about what you're going to get and the level of items you're going to get for the money that you pay for it. So I think that Hawaii is right to feel a certain way about the effect or the addictiveness of loot boxes or games with mechanics like gambling in it. I think they're right to want to figure out a better way of doing things, and I think it's up to video game developers to figure out what's a fair and non-addictive way to do this and not have it affect children. Especially adults, do what you want. If you want to pay $100 for a loot box, do your thing. But games where kids are involved, you have to be aware of what you're doing. Clementine said, I'm going to get a Nintendo Switch. That is awesome. You know, I was thinking about getting one myself, but I knew that the only thing I would get on it is maybe Breath of the Wild, but I've pretty much watched a million people play it and I've seen the entire game for the most part. So even now, like now, I don't know. I don't have the interest in getting a Switch at this point. There's a lot of fun games. I think the one game that I think is just so funny and I love to watch it is ARMS. It's so hilarious, especially like the basketball one. I can watch other people play it and just crack up, but I don't think it's a game that I will play. I don't really even play fighting games as it is, so ARMS is pretty much a fighting game. And story mode or no story mode in a fighting game, I'm never that involved. The last fighting game that I was in and I would play like all the time was Super Smash Brothers Melee. Like I was in that thing, I was all over it. But that's back when I had a cube, and that was a long time ago, man. So yeah, fighting games not really my thing, and I don't really see any other games that I would want to play. I don't see any games that I want to play on the Switch, honestly. The portability, the fact that it's portable. Couldn't think of the word. The fact that it's portable is probably the one thing that has me like, okay, that'd be dope, because then while I'm on the train or while I'm on the way home or whatever the case may be, I can play. Yeah, Ventus. That's why I told you. Ventus, I got a 3DS in 2014. Yeah, 2014. Just because I felt like playing Ocarina of Time over again. That's the only reason I got it. So when you were like, you should, when I was asking about what games I should get for my daughter on the 3DS, since I gave it to her now, you were like, do the me sports or whatever. I was like, or some shit. I was like, what is that? Because I haven't had a Nintendo, man, not since the Cube. That was the last thing. Not even Mario. The last Mario game I played was Mario Sunshine. That was the last one. It was fun. Mario is fun. I like Mario. I just kind of went on to other things. I ended up getting a PlayStation 2. And I was playing some stuff on there. I was playing, what did I have on? I had Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2. And I got involved in that. So, yeah, I haven't had a Nintendo. So I probably should do myself, a solid and get a Switch. Did this chick just come, like, appear? What just happened? I'm sorry. Ventus, how are you liking Elder Scrolls? Because I had this game for like more than a year, but I didn't play it. Like I played it for a little bit and I was like, this is not like Skyrim. Okay, baby, you're getting ready for bed, okay? Yeah, I had this game for a long ass time, but I never played it. So we gotta put zombies in Mario to get you back. Look, yo, low key, Luigi's Mansion was scary as fuck, and I did not finish the game because it was scary to me at the time. It was scary. I'm a punk. Can't even play Luigi's Mansion. Why the hell did I get The Evil Within thinking I can do it when I can't even play Luigi's Mansion? Couldn't do it. Them little ghosts was scaring me, boy. I was done. I'm the same way. I've had it forever, but I haven't played it much. Once you get into Elder Scrolls, it is a thing. It gets fun once you get to a certain point and you kind of understand what you need to do, because it is a little overwhelming, especially if you're playing on console. The way the menu and stuff looks, it doesn't look like how Skyrim looks. But it's a lot of fun. I'm getting there. I can see how it can be addictive. But yeah. So is that a dragon shout? Fuss Rodar? I think so. Right? That's a dragon shout. Which one is that? My shit in Skyrim, my favorite shout was ice form. That was my shit. I used to love that shit. You just yell at somebody and they be stuck. That was my favorite. I used to love it. Okay. What's next? All right. So why is EA still trying to make fetch happen? Oh, that's Unrelenting Force. That was dope too. But no, ice form was my thing. I liked ice form. Just stuck. Just had people stuck. Yo, it was my favorite. What's the deal? What you mean, young Sav? Thank you for coming through. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I mean, the minute I started the stream, you guys were in here. I love it. You guys are the realest. Y'all the MVPs. I really appreciate it. Notification Squad, TMQ crew. Yeah, man. I'm really feeling the love. I love y'all so much. Oh my gosh. But yeah, why is EA still trying to make fetch happen? And they are trying to make fetch happen with Mass Effect Andromeda. They put the deluxe edition on EA Access, and I'm like, okay, you mean to tell me I purchased the deluxe edition only for the shit to be damn near free like less than a year later? It came out earlier this year, y'all. What the fuck? It's a horrible game, you guys. Like, man, I didn't finish it. I was highly disappointed because I really enjoyed the trilogy, so I was ready for this, and they just shot my dreams. They just murdered my dreams. BioWare is pretty much given up on the franchise in general. The studio closed. I don't know what they're trying to do. Why are you putting this on EA Access? Who cares? Like, who? Point me to a person that cares. And my thing is, like, if they're going to abandon the franchise, at least drop content that we care about. The people that enjoyed the trilogy, drop content that we care about. Maybe a remastered trilogy? Oh, what? I'm here. I'd pay $60 for that one. Or maybe even a deluxe trilogy edition that has all the DLC, because I didn't do the DLC for the trilogy. I just played the game and I loved it. And I heard the DLC is like dope. The DLC is dope. Damn, I didn't realize you considered it horrible. Man, it got so boring to me because every planet you go to is the same creatures, it's almost the same species of alien. You pretty much just had the Angaran and the Ket. That's it. And everywhere, all these planets I go to, they're all the same, and then the animals are just reskinned on each planet. Come on, bro. Come on. Why did they do us like that? They knew if they dropped the name Mass Effects on this game that everyone that was a fan of the trilogy was gonna buy it. Why they do us like that? They didn't even try. I feel like they didn't even try. I really feel like, and I say this every time I talk about Andromeda, I feel like they threw the Mass Effects name on this game, sold it, like just sold it. This is going to be open world. Oh my gosh, Mass Effects, open world, fighting new aliens, traveling to Andromeda, all this shit. They sold it to us only to get money so they can fund and develop Anthem. I swear that's their whole plan. How the studio closed after the game was done? How the studio closed? So that's it? You're not even gonna support the game no more? No DLC? Really? That's it? Wow. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that was wrong. That was wrong. That was stupid as fuck for EA to send a big game like Mass Effect down the river. Should have just left it alone or remastered it. Thank you, Young Savage. Thank you. Leave it alone. If you're not going to do it right, especially something as big as the Mass Effect trilogy, leave it alone. We didn't ask for a new one. I can't think of one person that was like, oh my gosh, I want a new Mass Effect game. What I always hear is people going back and playing the trilogy. Oh, I'm about to restart Mass Effects and start the trilogy over. I never heard not one person that played the trilogy say, oh my gosh, I want a new one. I've heard people complain about the ending of Mass Effect 3, which I didn't even finish Mass Effect 3. I got like halfway through. But a lot of people complain about the ending, so maybe they could have came out with a remastered version with an alternate ending that made fucking sense. How about that? Instead of doing this whole new ass game that they didn't even try with. I want a remastered version of the trilogy. So do I. I definitely picked that up, and it should include the DLC. I'd pay for that. I paid what, $70 for the deluxe edition. I pre-ordered it and everything, y'all. I feel like I was duped. I feel bad. I think Mass Effect Andromeda could be it is. I think so too. I think so. They closed the studio. So what does that mean? They're focusing on Anthem. BioWare's focusing on Anthem. Do you know how they did us though? They did the whole Andromeda initiative. They had this whole campaign of we're going to Andromeda. They even like put a competition out for voice acting for people. If you wanted to be a voice actor in the game, we'll put you in the game. Just send in your thing. I actually did that. There's a video floating around on my YouTube of me trying to voice act the script that they sent out. I mean, they did us in good. They did us in good. We were all ready for it. It just makes me think of that gif of Tyra Banks. We were rooting for you, BioWare. We were rooting for you, Mass Effect Andromeda, and look what you did. Look what you did. Look what you did. Oh man. All right, let's move on. I don't even know why I put that as my thing I want to talk about. It just upsets me every time. It just upsets me. All right, let's move on to questions from Twitter. These are all the people on Twitter that ask me questions. And you can ask me questions using the hashtag TMQCrew on Twitter. And get ready for the next Q&A episode 4 next Friday. So if you want to ask any questions, use that hashtag, or even simpler, just at me on Twitter with a question. So this question is from at Harlem Live Gamer on Twitter. Thank you for the question, Harlem Live Gamer. If you watch this later or if you're out in the chat now, I don't know. But thank you for the question. And it's, what do you think about the Destiny 2 XP fiasco? Hold on one second. Clementine, I've only completed Mass Effect Andromeda once, but the trilogy I completed loads. Yeah, I completed 1 and 2 twice. I didn't finish 3. I think 2 was my favorite. Mass Effect, the first Mass Effects was dope though. Like, even with how raggedy the aiming system in the combat was, I can still play that game no problem, and I find it exciting. Every time you do a mission, you have different people with you. There's different dialogue. I just thought it gave you choices to make. Like, oh my gosh, it was really good considering. When did Mass Effect come out? 2009, I want to say. And it looked good. Like, it didn't look bad for 2009. Think about it. Look at Mass Effect, and then all that fucked up shit, all the animation issues with Andromeda, and then you look at Mass Effect, and it was like not right. Save Ashley or Kaidan. Let the, what is that giant bug called that the Krogan killed, and if you have Rex with you, he's like, no, you need to kill it. Like, all this stuff. It was so much to do in Mass Effect, and in Mass Effect 2 they had the Elusive Man, and a bunch of new characters, but still keeping the core characters. It always made you happy to see old characters again. Like when Tali showed up, that was my girl. It was dope. Garrus show up. Everyone loved Garrus. There was not one character in Mass Effect Andromeda that I cared about at all. Like, not one. Not one. If y'all can name one character y'all cared about in Mass Effect Andromeda, let me know. Not even Jaw. Like, it was cool. I liked the whole new alien deal, but I don't care. That's why I haven't picked the game back up. And romance. Clementine, you're right. Mass Effects had great romances. I feel like I romanced Liam, and I was working on Jaw. I feel like anybody could have romanced Cora. It didn't matter. So it was just like, I was not engaged. So I don't know. I wish they would have done us better. But let's go back to this question from at Harlem Live Gamer. Thank you for the question. What do you think about Destiny 2 XP fiasco? And what I think about it is, obviously they're trying to get players to spend money instead of gaining XP and getting free loot boxes. And now they got caught. And they're trying to save face by saying, we had this model of XP and whatever, and now we don't like it, so we're going to change it. Nah, bitch, you got caught, and now you need to change it because people are mad. Like, oh, we didn't feel happy with what we had, so now we have to change it. No, you got caught. Own up to your shit, Bungie. The fuck? So now they're just in a place where their fan base doesn't trust them to do the right thing. Obviously the fans feel betrayed. I played the first Destiny and I didn't get any of like the DLC after that. I just wasn't interested. The fire teams and stuff were cool. The planets and the different classes were cool. I just think it wasn't the game for me. I just felt like it's good if you have a group of core people that you can play with all the time. I get it. I can see how fun it can be if you have a core group of people to play with. Wasn't really my thing. I had a good time when I did play, but it wasn't something that I just stuck with. But I can see how people that are loyal to this game could feel betrayed and feel like, oh, now what I do? I can't trust them. I've purchased 2 of these games. That's at least $120 if you're not counting downloading the DLC and stuff like that. And now I don't know if they're trying to dupe me for more money or not. So this is something that could have been completely avoided. Like, there are going to be people that want to spend extra money on loot boxes. There's always going to be that. There's going to be people that gift money for loot boxes. That's some easy gift for somebody on Christmas. Here's some Bungie money or whatever the fuck it is, so you can buy some loot boxes. Like, people do that. People go and get Steam cards for Christmas and shit like that. People are going to spend this money on loot boxes if it's available. That's not a debate. There are people out there that will do it. So the fact that you are trying to penalize or force people that don't want to buy these loot boxes by lowering the amount of XP they get so they can feel like, oh man, I'm leveling really slowly. I'm not getting enough XP. I'm going to need to buy this loot box. I'm done leveling up. I want to be able to get loot boxes, but now I got to spend money because I'm not getting enough XP. That's fucked up. You're forcing people that don't initially want to buy this loot box to buy it because they feel like they're lagging or they're falling behind. That's making people spend more money on something that's not even content. If it was content, hey, here's this extra mission, extra quest, here's this extra content that you can purchase and play. No, here's some shit, some weapons and maybe a skin or 2 or whatever the fuck for you to randomly get. You know what I mean? It's a random chance purchase. Again, here they are again. I'm not buying or playing any games with any type of microtransactions. That's fair. Let me know when you find one, because it seems like for the most part a lot of games are going in that direction. There are don't get me wrong, there are plenty of games out there that don't have a loot box system or some sort of way to nickel and dime you. Me personally, I don't care if they're there as long as it's optional and it doesn't affect my ability to play the game. Have them there if you want. Hell, maybe one day I might want to get some fancy ass skin for my character just because I feel like it. It's $1. I get it. I get how they're trying to do it and how they're trying to make more money, but it needs to be optional. And Bungie tried to force people by lowering the amount of XP that they're getting, lowering the speed at which they can get these random loot boxes. And that's unfair because people that are paying for them are moving ahead, and that makes them feel like they need to pay for it. And on top of that, they're lying about what they thought they knew or what they're not happy with. Bitch, you would have been happy if people were just doing it and not recognizing the fact that you lowered the amount of XP that people are getting. I'm still surprised they didn't think people would realize what was happening, knowing that people play it so heavily. Exactly. People play it heavily, and guess what? The people that are playing heavily are the base fans, are the people that are loyal to this game. And you're fucking them over, and now they found out, and now you're just, oh, we're not happy with it. We're going to change it. No. You were completely happy with it as long as you were getting money for it. Don't play games. Do not play games. I'm not... Vantas, I'm sure they knew people would find out eventually. They just didn't give a fuck. Finesse the crowd. Yo, Young Savage, you're probably right. You're probably right. What's happening here? You are probably right. And what's unfortunate is if they knew that people would find out and they don't care, what does that say about the people that are loyal to the game? Should they continue? Why are you still spending money on this game? Why are you even playing it? And so, okay, so here is my argument. What Bungies and other companies that do this, that have these loot boxes or want people to spend more money, what they don't realize is that time is money. Time is money. Players who put in the time to grind, put in the time to play the game, even after hitting max level, are lucrative without paying for these loot boxes. They're lucrative by putting in the time, by making your game more active. When your game is active, you bring in additional people. Hey man, I've been just playing Destiny, still playing Destiny. Oh, what? I never picked it up. Is it really good? Yeah, it's good. Come play it with me. They hop on, they see the server is lit, they see it's mad people running around at the home planet, whatever the hell that shit was in Destiny, the first one. I'm pretty sure they have something similar in Destiny 2. Your game is active for these people putting in the time to play your game. Respect that and don't force them to pay more money. I'm not as bothered by loot boxes either. That said, there aren't any in Monster Hunter. You pushing, shameless plug. Yeah, I feel you. I'm not bothered as long as I'm not forced to do it. And yo, I mean, that sucks that they would even attempt to do this to their fan base, because the simple fact that these people made it to max level, and they that means they played a lot. They finished the game. They bought your game. They finished your game. They got to the point where they can't level anymore, and now you're dicking them for more money. That is just unfair. You're doing that to people that are loyal to your franchise. That sucks. Loyal to your title, and this is what you do to them? Come on now. All right, speaking of Monster Hunter, Vantas, shout out to Vantas down in the chat. He asked me a question on Twitter. He said, Dragon's Dogma, have you heard of it or played it? If not, you think I like it, or would I like it? Well, I did watch a quick, I watched, what's the dude? His name is Angry Joe Reviews. I watched his review of Dragon's Dogma. And he basically said it's if you took a bowl and you threw in Elder Scrolls, Monster Hunter, Devil May Cry, and Dark Souls, and you just mix it up, then you get Dragon's Dogma. And I watched a little of his gameplay and just what he had to say in the review, and it looks like it's a lot of fun. I am a fan of games with character. And even if it's a little glitchy or whatever the case may be, you can see I love State of Decay. I play State of Decay. even. Hello, baby. No, because I'm almost done. And then it's going to be your bedtime. I love you. State of Decay has, you know, a lot of glitches, especially in Breakdown and Lifeline. And well, you gotta turn that down if you're gonna sit right next to me, okay? Go sit on the couch with it, or if you sit here, you gotta turn it down. Okay, let me do it for you. There you go. I need to get you some headphones. Have a seat. Give me some headphones. I don't have any right now. I'm sorry. I don't know, honey. So yeah, if you take Elder Scrolls, Monster Hunter, Devil May Cry, and Dark Souls, and you throw it in a bowl, that's what you get. You get Dragon's Dogma. And he also did say that there's a lot of glitches, and from the gameplay I watched, it did look a little weird. But like I said, I enjoy games with character. I don't mind a glitch here or there if the content in general is good. So you can look at State of Decay. There were mad glitches. The first time I played the State of Decay, just the original story, not the DLCs, just the story, the freaking end of the story didn't even work. Like the whole thing where I had to blow up the thing, it didn't work. Like I just went there, it faded to black, and it took me right back to my base, and it's like I could just continue scavenging and stuff. I didn't see the whole shit at the end. So I was a little like, oh my gosh, what happened? But at the end of the day, the playthrough of that game and the content in general and just me enjoying the game itself was great. So I am willing to overlook a few glitches here or there, or bad mechanics or something, if the game has character and the game has great content. I haven't finished Dragon's Dogma myself, but so far I really like it. Yeah, I mean, it looks dope. I think one of the other things that was an issue is that there isn't a mount or something like that, so you pretty much got to run everywhere, and that would bother me. That would bother me for sure. Like, I need some sort of fast travel system or something to where I can get around. Also, it got released as Dragon Dogma Dark Arisen, and that one got remastered for Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation 4. Oh, that sounds good. Are you gonna put clothes on your Barbie, baby? You gotta put clothes. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Okay, I'm almost done. But yeah, I mean, it looks like, it looks right up my alley. It's an open world RPG. You go around trying to kill these big monsters. I don't know if there's different classes or anything like that. I didn't look that deep into it, but I mean, I didn't think that I was going to like Dark Souls, and Dark Souls is so much fun. Like, it's crazy fun. I don't feel at one moment safe in that game. I feel like every person I come in contact with has the ability to kill me at this point, and I like that excitement. So if Dragon's Dogma is anything like that, you know, I'm down for it. Let me see if I can at least finish Dark Souls though before I add something like that to my plate. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Oh man. Anyways, so I'm gonna open up the chat. If anybody has any questions now, I can answer them before I end the stream. If not, you know, I'm gonna end this Q&A here. I really appreciate everybody that dropped through, everybody that had questions, and everyone that, you know, discussed the questions. What did I get on Black Friday? I'm glad you asked. I just mentioned it, and I still have it like hanging out here. We got Dark Souls, and my boyfriend got NBA 2K, and he also got Wolfenstein 2. Yeah, Wolfenstein 2. I haven't jumped on it. I watched him play a little bit of it, and it looks cool. Everyone loves Bethesda. And I know a lot of people enjoy the storyline, especially of the first one. I watch a few other people play the first one. But basically on Black Friday, they had buy 2 used games, get 1 free. So Wolfenstein was a free one. He wanted NBA 2K. I wanted to try out Dark Souls 3. And so that's what we got. And so Wolfenstein looks cool. I haven't touched it yet, but it looks like a cool game. I'm really loving Dark Souls 3. And I don't know how to play NBA 2K, so I can't tell you what that's about. Not a sports game, girl. I wish I was. I wish I was, because I do see a lot of girls that game. They play either football or basketball, and I think it's really dope. But it's just not me. Just not me. Any holiday plans, gaming and non-gaming? Yeah, we have some family coming in. My boyfriend's mom is coming out around Christmas, and her husband. I wanted to do camping, like a cabin or something like that, but I think that's going to be after Christmas. And last year we did Disneyland on Christmas Day, and it was really nice. So I'm thinking about probably doing that again. If I do it, I have to go ahead and get tickets now. But that was a lot of fun last year, so I might do something like that. It was nice, just not, because, mostly Christmases, you wake up, kids open presents, you open whatever presents, and then it's just like, what do you do for the rest of the day? You might cook, or you might, I don't know, get some sort of food going, and then that's it. But it was nice actually, like, going somewhere on Christmas, like going to Disneyland, walking around, eating sweets and riding rides and stuff like that. The only thing is it was cold, but California cold is different than like back east cold. So I know a lot of y'all are back east. It's cold, but it's not like unbearable cold. So it was cool, like standing out and watching the parade, and Mickey Mouse and Santa Claus came out at the end. It was really nice. And my daughter was 2 at the time, so I think now she would appreciate it more. And she loves Moana, and she loves Elena. So if they're in the parade, Princess Elena, Princess Moana, if they're in the parade, she's gonna lose her shit. Where is she? I don't know where she went, but if they're in the parade, she will lose her shit. So that's why I think that would be something fun to do this year. So I'll probably do it again. All I got was The Evil Within 2 and The Last of Us remastered. I'm going to get The Last of Us, right? That's what you meant? Last of Us remastered. I'm going to get a few more games though. Yeah, I got The Evil Within, the first one, in preparation for The Evil Within 2, and I thought I was going to be able to do it, and I just cannot do it. I might pick it up again. I have it. It's here. It is sitting right here on my little shelf. I got it for $11.99 at this little I don't really go to GameStop that often. I go to Swap Meet, and they have a gaming store inside the Swap Meet, and it is like you can get stuff early there. And stuff is a lot cheaper there than at GameStop. So that's where we got that from. But we'll see. I might jump back into it. I don't know. It was just really stressful. It was stressful. When are y'all doing some couple streams? Well, what's playing in the background, Elder Scrolls, him and I were playing Elder Scrolls on this day. What is this? That's him right there. He is an archer, and I'm following him, and we're going to do stuff. So I don't know if we're gonna do like an actual like let's play of me and him actually playing the game on screen. I was actually thinking that, babe. I was thinking that when we were looking at Resident Evil Biohazard, I wanted to play Resident Evil Biohazard, but I didn't want to play by myself. So that would have been like something cool to like switch controllers back and forth. When you die, pass the controller to the other person. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe one day. That sounds like fun. I've literally never not been home for Christmas. Well, I mean, that's how it usually is, especially like when I was growing up. It was just like, you open your presents, the rest of the day you have the whole day to deal with your presents and do what you want to do and eat. So that was it. Oh, also, have you ever played Zombie? No, I haven't. I haven't even heard of that. So I'll look that up. And I'll let you know. If I'm even interested. I see it's the first. Ooh, see, that looks scary. It looks too scary. It looks too real. The game Zombie is so ass, man. It looks scary to me. It looks like I don't have time. It looks like I don't have time. Is it only on PlayStation 4? Oh my gosh, I'm looking at screenshots now. I don't know. Is it on PC too? It might be ass, but it looks like it'll scare me. It looks like it'll scare me. It's not. It looks scary. Man, y'all be trying to give me these heart attack games. It was a Wii U launch exclusive. Did you have to use the sticks with it? The Wii controllers? I could see that being like creepy as hell, trying to fight these zombies using the Wii controllers. Or my friend had a Wii and I would do boxing and all I did was this. I just do this the whole time. Fucking people up. But nah, I've never played it. Never even heard of it. I might watch some gameplay on it and see if I'm even interested, but it just looks scary. No, I wouldn't say it's trash. It's not super amazing, but based on these State of Decay sessions, I think she'd like it well enough. Yeah, Ventus, you know me. Like it doesn't have to be the absolute greatest as far as mechanics. It just has to have character, and it has to have great content. If I'm engaged, I'm in there. Like, even if whatever glitch happens, I mean, you see the stuff that happens on State of Decay, and my car will randomly flip over for no reason or something. Like, that's fine, but I'm engaged in the game. It's fun. So that is all that matters. Look, y'all better stop it. Yeah, I saw it for PlayStation 4. That's why I was wondering if it's only on PlayStation. Oh, alright. I played it on PlayStation when it was free. Wii U, not Wii U. Man, y'all should. How could you not know that Nintendo was going in a bad direction? As soon as the Cube was done, that was it for me. I think the best controller ever in life is the GameCube controller. It was so comfortable, y'all. It was so comfortable. I love that controller. My Xbox controller isn't even competing with the Wii. I mean, not the Wii, the GameCube controller. The Xbox One is comfortable, but that cube controller was the tits. The cool gimmick about it is that when your character gets killed by zombies, they become a zombie, and you play a new character who can then run up on the zombie version of your old character. That's kind of cool. It has like a permadeath instance to it. Like, while your character's not dead, it turns into a zombie, and you can no longer play that character anymore. That's what makes State of Decay so dope. Oh gosh, are we gonna go into a rant on State of Decay real quick? Is that what we really want to do tonight? That is what So dope. So yeah, that sounds cool. It sounds cool that if you're playing a character and you lose that character, that's it. You can no longer play that character. That's what's super great about State of Decay, is that you get these great characters, you get attached to these characters, and if they die, that's it. It's done. That's it. When are we going to see some State of Decay gameplay? Man, my feelings were so hurt. The last time when I was playing Lifeline and I got my whole camp wiped. I walked away with my tail tucked and my head down. I was very disappointed in myself, and I was sorry that you guys had to experience that. I didn't want that for you guys. I did not want that for me. I felt terrible. But no, I might do some closer to the release of State of Decay 2, which is next spring. I think it's like March. So maybe in February I'll pick up State of Decay again and do a fresh Lifeline playthrough, and I'll see how far I can get with that, and play that right up until the release of State of Decay 2, and then we're gonna get some State of Decay 2 content here on the channel. I cannot wait. I'm ready. I got my pre-order finger ready, yo. Ready. Pre-order. I can't wait. I'm so excited. All right, you guys. We're going on an hour of this episode 3 of Queen NA. Thank you guys so much for dropping through. As soon as I set up the stream and hit that start stream button, you guys were here, and I so appreciate that. I'm glad you guys are here for these kinds of videos, these types of live streams. I'll give you guys some gameplay, if not Sunday, then Monday night. So just if you're not following me on Twitter at the Mad Queen 88, be sure to follow there. If you have any questions for the next Queen NA, which is next Friday, be sure to ask them on my Twitter at the Mad Queen 88, and you can use the hashtag TMQ Crew if that's how you want to do it, or you can just at me and I'll get the question and I'll just write it down or save it or whatever. So yeah, do that. And if you like these types of Q&As and talking about stuff that's going on, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to give me a sub, so you'll never miss a video and you'll be part of the notification squad. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to catch y'all later. All right? Peace.